Alright guys, so we're doing this 6 foot track today. We're not doing all of it. It's a 50k track. We're only doing part of it. We're hopefully trekking up to the Cox's River campground, which is about, I think, 7k's from this point. Doesn't really say. I like this sign over here. It says, contrary to what Google and others would have you believe, there's no vehicular access to Cox's River. I like how they put that. The road ends in private property and locked gates beyond the vineyards. Walking access only to Cox River via 6 foot track. So that's what we're doing today. We are walking there and we are walking back. I think it's 7k walk there, 7k walk back, maybe 3 hour walk there, 3 hour walk back, and then a couple of hours of rest at the campground. We're going to fish. We have a couple of fishing rods. We are going to we're going to eat, we're going to relax, maybe have a swim, just walk around. I've got my camera with me, so obviously some bird watching. Today I have with me my brother Shakir, and cleaning his nose.
Oh, bro, why do you always catch me? Why is my nose, dude?
I've got Matt, a seasoned hiker. All right, I've got Stephen Dean. Mashallah, you've seen him he's been part of all of our hikes. He has a few K's under his belt. I've got Omar there. You've seen him in a few videos. And I've got our man, Yusuf, over there. Let's see how we go. So we're slapping on the sunscreen. We've got our hats, prepping up, and we're going to be taking off in a few minutes' time. So we're about a K. What do you reckon, a K? 1.3. 1.3 Ks into it. Not too bad. A little bit of elevation, but the scenery is breathtaking. So there's a sign over here. I mean, basically all the way on this section of the 6 foot track, it's all private property to the left and to the right, and you just have to make sure that you keep on the track. And I think beyond the campground, from there it turns into national park, and then at Tanolan turns into state forest. But what a beautiful walk. We've met 2 groups of people so far. The one group was really inspiring. It's a group of about 4 or 5 men, and I'd estimate they'll be between 70 to 80 years of age, and they were at the reserve at the campground, and they camped there for the night, and they were making their way up, and that's really inspirational. So it's beauty coming out here, and you meet all these people on the way, and spin a yarn, tiny yarn, but it's really wonderful. Okay, so this is the 4k mark, just above the 4k mark, and the roads are the track is quite narrow. It's quite steep, but it's quite easy going, I would say. I wouldn't say it's anything hard. Possibly on the way back, because we're slowly making our way back up the valley. It should be slightly harder, but for now the going is okay. Really so we've stopped at the 4.3 kilometer mark, and this is like a little cave. I think it's right on the path, and there's it's a sweet little. There's a massive overhanging rock over here, and we've laid out our mat. We have our snacks, we have our water. We have a picnic at the hanging rock, and we're 4.3 kilometers into the walk, so we're well over halfway. What's that sound? Is that an airplane? Okay, so we've reached, that's a swinging bridge over there. It's known as a swinging bridge, and this is the Cox River. It's beautiful. To be honest, up till now, I'm not puffed out at all. Mind you, I walk a bit, so this walk up to here, even though I've got about maybe 10-12 kgs on my back, but that's not bad at all. I know the return journey will be much harder because it's mostly uphill. This was mostly downhill with a few uphills, but the return journey will be much harder, I can tell you that. But I've hardly broken a sweat and I'm hardly out of breath at this point in the walk, and I think from the bridge there's about a kilometer left until the campgrounds. There we go. It is quite high. So if you have, if you're worried about heights or anything, maybe this is not for you. But it gets a heart pumping. This is awesome. I don't want to drop my phone, so I'm going to put my phone in the pocket and I'm going to go across. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, but definitely if you have a fear of heights, that would really get the blood pumping. And that's Matt. He's coming across the bridge. He's doing it. I don't know if I felt like it took ages for me. Yeah, he's doing it quite quick. He's already halfway across. He's very brave, mashallah. Yeah, so that's Saifuddin now coming across. That's my son Saifuddin. He's coming across. He stopped halfway to take pictures. Bloody hell. Yeah, alhamdulillah, he's not really scared of much, mashallah. So he's been everywhere with me since young, and he does it with ease. Alright, so next we have my brother Shakir across. He's coming across. He looks fine as well. Doesn't look overly concerned. The other two people in the party, Yusuf and his son Umar, I think they decided to carry on straight and to go that way. So you can come two ways from here. You could carry on straight. We came up from up there, obviously, and then you can carry on straight that way, or you can cross the bridge and then you can go this way, and then according to what I've read, it meets up at the same place at the campground, and roughly the same distance. But as I look up here, there's stairs. So maybe on the way back we won't come this way, because the bridge takes a bit of time, because you have to cross it one by one. So it is fun, yeah.
The view is awesome.
It's beautiful.
Alright,
so there we go. So we just, there's that sign over there, 500 meters out from the camping area, and that's our destination, where we will hopefully rest up, and then after a nice long rest, we'll make our way back to the car. You all right? So that's it, 500 meters. Oh, so that's what the Eco Lodge is, 100 meters. Okay, so that's what people are talking about, the Eco Lodge. We met quite a few people along the trail, and they're saying that they were at the Eco Lodge, and we're not sure what that was about, but it's a few hundred meters from the actual campground. All right, let's see. Here we are at the campground. There's cars over there as well, so that means that you can enter here through Kaaba. I do not know from where. Should have had a chat with them, Tarsa. Just in case anyone decides to not continue with the walk, I can afford them at least. I walk back up, meet in a party, and then collect the car and come back. But we're here, and look at that. That is beautiful. The river. Oh, that is beautiful. Really, really picturesque. Look at that, people. Beautiful pine. Some hardwood. And the river running there. I just need to get this backpack off me. Alright. All right, so apparently they saw 4 big trout in that same pool where we're gonna have a swim. Now we're gonna have a fight over whether we're gonna swim or fish. Well, only me and Saifuddin have our rods. What are you reckon? Oh, mate. Ready? That was not bad. We done it in under 3 hours. Easy. Smashed it. All right, so we've reached this part. As you can see, a couple of the guys went in for a swim. One of the guys still in having a swim. Got my son Saifuddin over there. He's having his... I've got 2 trout so far. He's got 1 carp. Guy's having a snooze. Yusuf, Sharky just had a snooze. And Omar is ready to go out for a little bit of fish. But wear your shoes, Omar. Yeah, it's really rough over there. We're just going to walk down a bit. I've seen a few carp up down that way, and I caught a smaller trout. So we're going to have a little bit of a walk. Okay, so we are on our way back. We had to kind of forge our way across the river over there. And there was a whole heap of people actually stuck on the bank trying to forge their way across the river. I mean, we came through the other way, the bridge way, so we didn't have an issue about crossing the river. We crossed the river with the bridge. But now we're on our way back home. It's 20 to 4. And yeah, so we should make it back home. Back to the car, sorry, before sunset, so 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, yeah, easily before, hopefully before sunset we should make it back. But we had a nice about 2.5 hours stop over here, break. We fished, we ate, we swam, we prayed, and now we are on our way back. Check this guy out. Right in the middle of the track. Hey, buddy. If I'm going to cross you... Yeah, look at that tongue coming out. It's smelling. What's going on? Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's time for you to move off, big buddy. These guys can give a big bite. They give a nice nip, eh? And in times of need, they're good tucker as well. Beautiful fella. Lace monitor. That's what it's called. There he goes. We're coming to the end of it, but I just want to take this time. Look at that. Look how beautiful it is. Look at that. That there is the Blue Mountains. Look how, you know, we don't understand that right on our doorstep, you know, for people who live in Sydney. We don't, you know, and you want to travel here and there, and Grand Canyon, sure, all of those areas, all of those places are beautiful, but have you explored your own backyard? This is the Blue Mountains. Absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. There we have it, people. We've done it. The time is now 6 o'clock on the dot. We left 3:45, so 2.25 hours. One party went really ahead, and we still have a party of 2 that we are going to pick up.